I'm Irene Wernli, and I am part of No Feedback. I guess when I read about it, when I applied as a performer, I definitely have this maybe morbid fascination with the possibility of the society going to these places, like Genocide. And coming from Switzerland, I maybe have a bit more knowledge about the Second World War than other genocides. And yeah, I was just really, I loved, I know there's always obviously this horrible feeling about the fascination about it, but I always was really intrigued to hear all the different sides of it. So, you know, we had lots of discussions about how the Germans in that particular case ended up, you know, where it all ended, like in their positions. Why did they come? How they become part of a bigger wheel? And then also obviously stories like Anne Frank. And it's just, yeah, it's really interesting to look at those cases and then to make the link to No Feedback, to see how, you know, like also I learned a lot more about it, talking about the different stages, which although I learned about it at school, I wasn't really aware of how organized a genocide is. And I think what now, also in retrospective, having worked on the show, I really enjoy showing those different layers. We discussed that, you know, today as well, how it's not kind of black and white, you know, there are so many grey areas, and how we are affected by it on an everyday basis.
And the way we've been kind of devising our process, how we've been working together, is there something in that you feel is significant, that is worth talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I always I love to make analogies, and I think there's lots happening between our little group that directly connects to the theme in the wider context, or in, you know, in this context where we have to deal with people who have different opinions, who would like to voice their opinion. We want to have a result, and within that there are so many quite personal, you know, sometimes issues or that we deal with, and you have to constantly, I don't know, take yourself out of it and reconsider your position and see how can you contribute to it in the best possible way if you want to. And for me that has a very direct link to the theme, but that's almost on like, you know, a deeper level of it all. So there's obviously the whole idea of, you know, collaboration, as performance makers, so we all get to voice our opinion, which is great, which I enjoy. But then, yeah, the complication that comes with it.
And in terms of like taking the show to schools or them coming here and us, you know, putting the show in front of audiences that are not a theatre-going audience per se, do you think that is something this project should be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in a way it's maybe easier for some people to connect to it, because they're active but they're being guided. Yeah, I think it's a very good way. We should definitely do it.